It let them experience a great many things.
Holograms are illusions.
Let's just I hear about you going west.
Turns out we need one last thing before we can grab Hephaestus.
Because it would have been too easy otherwise.
You still sifting through loads of data?
Yeah, it's interesting. There's lots of words. I thought maybe I could try finding things with more, pictures in it. Not much luck there, but I did find out about these holofilms. Like images put together to tell a story. They were made to look like they were the real thing. The Oseram like shows. I bet they pay a lot of shards for those hollows.
It seems like you're getting a hang of this data thing.
Yeah, it's been helpful. When I could make sense of anything. I did find the old ones enjoyed a good brew only they let machines serve the stuff in bars. They even let the damn things cut you off before you saw the underside of a table. And that's half the fun. You won't see me letting a robot serve me a pitcher anytime soon.
It sounds like you're getting used to that focus.
Well, I can hit machines in their weak points. I guess that's something. I wish all the other data was as easy. To be honest, it's hard to understand half of what's on there. And then the other half reminds me, well, this isn't a fight you can win by just witches. But hey, that just means I gotta study hard.
Just give it time. How are things going around here?
Hey, you tell me. Varl's new girlfriend tried to kill me earlier.
So I hear.
I made one joke about how they, eat grass a lot. How does anyone fight with nothing but tree leaves in their stomach anyway?
From the looks of it, the Utaru.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting her to be that fast.
Just try not to get hurt. Do I smell ale?
I brought some over from Chain Scrape. With everything that's been going on, I thought we could all use a drink. Besides, there is nothing that brings people together like a good brew. That's what my sister always said, anyways. You're more than welcome to have some.
Maybe another time. You've been looking at any interesting data?
I asked Gaia to find me something to look at a while back, and she found the mother of all forges. They called it sports. Turns out the old ones spent a lot of time tackling and punching each other for points in one game or another. Are you mixing some solid food and fresh ale? I bet half the claim will be lining up to watch.
Anything happen I should know about?
Zoe asked us to help her bring more plants in here. Not for eating, apparently. Yeah, if you ask me, the place is fine as it is. Metal might be plain, but it's sturdy. Nothing wrong with that. Who needs a bunch of vegetation?
How are things with Kotallo? You still scared of him?
Oh, she thinks she's funny. Actually, I asked if he'd be interested in playing a game of Strike. I had to fill in most of the conversation myself, but I'm still alive.
Glad to hear it. What else have you been studying with your focus?
Yeah, I've been looking into this Vegas place you found. Gaia showed us everything that happened when you went to get that Poseidon thing. I mean, this Morlund guy seems pretty smart. Though, risking the Tenakth clan lands for a light show is a bold move.
His crew knows how to handle themselves. Mostly.
Right.
I need to get going.
I think I know the answer, but are you sure you don't need any help? Gaia mentioned this other tribe you found, the Quen. They sound like a nasty bunch.
I can handle them. In the meantime, Varl will help you get ready for what comes next.
Take care of yourself, Aloy.
Aloy, you're here. Did you meet with the...
Not yet.
After all the trouble you went through getting those seems unfair you have to deal with these Quen on your own.
It's safer this way. They think I'm Sobek, or something like that. They won't hurt me, but I doubt they'll be so kind to anyone else.
If you say so. Let me know.
You better not be slacking off on your studies while I'm gone.
And risk Zoe coming after me? I value my life. In fact, I've been reading about Ted Faro. How he destroyed the world and crawled into a hole after killing those who saved it.
He definitely was a piece of work. You feeling okay?
I was just thinking about Beta and all that time spent with it. To think someone would make a person just to lock them in a room to use when needed, like some sort of... Elizabeth Sobek sacrificed her, and yet they have no trouble treating Beta like...
Another reason we have to stop them. If I get Omega clearance, and then we grab Hephaestus, we might finally have the advantage over the Zeniths.
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a...
Better them than us, for once. How's training?
Discovering something new about our past every day. When we first met, you asked me if this world looked like when the old one... I thought it was strange at the time, but a lot has changed. Now I'm just trying to make sense of everything I thought I knew versus everything I know.
The change is hard, but it gets... I hope Zoe's not upset, I'm just...
Yeah, I don't think...
What do you mean?
Before Zoe found a way to fix the land gods, I suggested that when Gaia was fully restored, she could just make new ones.
Well, once we get Hephaestus, that's definitely a possibility.
That's what I said. But I guess there was something about my tone she didn't... She got pretty raw. Said I didn't understand the way her tribe feels. Which is true, of course. And the last thing I'd ever want to do is dismiss their traditions. But I was trying to look at things differently. More like you know? To see a machine as just a machine.
Yeah, I guess I led you into trouble there, didn't I?
Not your fault. Don't worry.
Did you talk to Zoe after your...
I suffered through a few hours of glaring silence. Then she seemed to move on. How do people do this? How do I know if the next thing What if an apology is not a...
You give her a stuffed animal?
You're the worst. You know that?
What makes you think I know anything about any of this? You're on your own.
Abandoning me again, huh? Well...
You brought up Rost before. I do think about him. You know, he was all I had. And he brought me up the best he could. Not only that, when Hades discovered who I was and sent the Eclipse after me, he sacrificed himself so I could survive. But that seems like ages ago. So much has happened since. What I'm doing now, I don't think he could even begin to understand it. The Sacred Lands were all he really knew. So I can't let myself dwell on him. Not with everything I have to do.
I understand. Sometimes, when I think about what she would have become if she had survived the Proving, it hurts. And I just need to bury it for a while. You can't ignore it forever. Memories always...
I know.
Fair enough.
Well, Beta and Gaia built the rig. Can you get everyone ready for the mission?
Of course.
What is it?
Nothing. It's just that we'll get Gaia and she'll... No more Zeniths, no more derangement. I welcome it, but I wonder how the Nora will react. And the Carja...
Let's just focus on...
You're right.
I'll be in touch.
We'll be ready. Everyone's been...
Good. Plugging in that power cell downstairs must have turned on these holograms. Got a minute?
As many as you need.
I have to travel beyond the western coast.
To the ruins, shrouded in fog.
Yes, and I'm looking for a tribe, the Quen. I encountered them once before. They said they came from across the Great Ocean. I was hoping the Tenakth knew more about them.
There were rumors of trespassers in the area, but we thought they were just bandits. Hikaru sent out a patrol or two, but I don't recall them reporting back. We've had more pressing concerns, as you know.
It's okay.
There is something... It's...
You said there was something you wanted to talk about?
I've been speaking with Gaia. She mentioned that the Zeniths bind metal with flesh to make themselves stronger. I was wondering if you'd help me do the same.
You want to make yourself a new arm?
Yes. Gaia insists she can help me build such a thing if I can get the necessary data and materials. She believes these things lie in the place where Beta hid from the Zeniths.
Their ancient research lab.
I am not as familiar with old-world machinery as you are.
It might be dangerous. The Zenith... We were lucky to get out of there alive the first...
I see.
It sounds like this is worth the risk.
By the 10, we shall see it through.
Must be strange, seeing everything through a focus now.
I can see machines like their strengths and weaknesses. Simply to think that such a tiny object might be the most powerful weapon I've ever possessed.
What do you think of this place?
It's an efficient center of operations, though it could use some more.
Duly noted. Anything interesting happen while I was away?
I found an acceptable place to practice with my blade.
Oh, and where's that?
Outside, above the base. There's a nest of sunwings that are...
Ever thought of sparring with something that's not trying to kill you?
that would defeat the purpose of the training.
Found anything interesting?
Gaia told me where to find data on how wars were waged in the... I knew the 10 fought against machines, much as we do now, but it seems they were among the last of their kind. Later, machines battled other machines on behalf of greedy leaders, as they vied for land. At least the Tenakth have the courage to put their lives on the line.
There is nobility in that.
Yes, of course.
Anything else you've been looking at with...
Gaia showed me the... I am no chaplain, but I'd be curious to test it.
What is it?
The Old Ones believed one could hear the great waters, even in the middle of the desert, if you carried the carcass of a water animal with you. They called them seashells.
That sounds... kind of gross. Does it still hurt?
I try not to think about it, but its absence is always present. It's difficult to...
I can't claim to understand.
Then you have my thanks.
Have you spoken with...
I've had little... I did see him bring some ale from out east.
That stuff's as bitter as...
You get used to it, eventually.
I'm sure Erend wouldn't mind. What have you been up to?
Varl has asked to learn the differences between my peoples, so I've been teaching him Tenakth history. It is heavy with blood, but also with honorable deed. Maybe you'd like to hear about it as well.
I'd be honored. What do Tenakth do to relax?
We play strike. Your Ossar, although he has yet to beat me. It helps one think strategically. Hones the mind.
Somehow that still sounds... I should get going.
Should you need
I know who to call. I'll call you when I'm near the Zenith lab. We'll get what you need for that new arm of yours.
Thank you.
Aloy, I hear you're going further west.
Do you know anything about the...
Only hearsay. The Utaru tell story. They call it the Isle of... It is said the Old Ones built towers there that touched so they could live far away from the Earth, as if they didn't want to be reminded that they'd want...
Sounds like something Ted Faro would... How much have you read on Ted Faro?
Enough to wonder how a man who worked so hard to heal the world once could let greed and pride condemn it so easily. For one spirit to diminish in such a way, I'm not sure if I should hate him.
You've been getting to know Erend, I assume?
Of course. Any friend of Var, in this case, a very loud friend.
Is there anything I can help with around here?
Oh, no. We're doing fine.
Are you okay?
You and Varl have been...
I like to think so.
I was wondering... What do you know about his mother?
Oh.
That bad, huh?
Why do you want to know?
He's spoken of his sister, Vala, but I noticed he avoids talking about his mother.
She's the war chief of the Nora. Best warrior the tribe's ever known. Tougher than a Thunderjaw, but she could be pretty harsh at times.
I see. That must have been hard on him. I feel silly not being able...
I wouldn't worry about it. He's probably afraid Sona will scare you off someday.
I'd like to see her try.
You ever play that board game, Aaron's?
Strike? I'm the one who gave it to him. I was hoping it'd distract him enough to spare us that ruckus he calls death metal. No such luck.
You and Varl doing okay? Training, I mean.
We're doing fine. Although I admit it'd be nice to take a small break from studying, but then who'd look after Aaron?
Well, there's always Katalo.
Leave a loud Oseram with a brooding Tenakth. What could go wrong?
What's everyone been up to?
I've been trying to share some of my meal. Thought it might help her feel more at home. Maybe even get her to sleep up here instead of in that dark basement. She would not be... Patience reaps the best harvest.
Found anything else combing through?
Varl and I have been looking into the animals of... Apparently there used to be thousands more species roaming around than there are. Can you imagine that? I'd give anything to see them. Though I know that without Artemis or Apollo, that at least I can find comfort in knowing God is inspiration for her. Her memory honors them.
What are you going to learn next?
I'm not sure. I asked Gaia for suggestions, and she brought up data you found on something called museum? From what I gather, the old ones would store knowledge in them for... like you've done here. Maybe one day more people will be able to use...
That sounds... It looked like you were working on something over there.
With Gaia now growing in strength, I've been trying to find a way to heal, even if some people think I should...
Already said I was
Your friend thought it'd be a good idea to land gods with new...
It wasn't.
The land gods have taken care of our people for generations. They are not some broken toy, even if they are just machines, to abandon them in their time of suffering.
I'm sure Varl...
He does now. I had to get pretty mad at him at first, though.
You know I can hear you guys, right?
Varl looks pretty focused.
He's been obsessing over the data revealed to us by Poseidon. Just the other day, we read about mountains hiding deep. If I understand correctly, Gaia said the flames they release come from the very center of the Earth. Like a heart, beating as always. The cycle can be found. Of course, Varl's mostly interested in watching.
I assume you've been looking into Demeter now that Gaia...
Yes. To know that the seeds I carry came in turn from the seeds saved for Demeter in the old world. It gives me hope that the cycle of life will prevail now, just as it did.
The Zeniths did a number on Beta.
I still can't believe she told him the Zeniths are old ones who cut themselves off from the cycle. I've never heard of anything so... To deny our dying bodies to the Earth. It's...
Any progress with your plan for the land gods? Is the reboot code ready?
It is. But there is difficult work ahead. Gaia warned me that because the land gods are linked together in a network, the code must be delivered to all of them. Most are in Plainsong, but in recent years, 3 of them wandered off. So, T, and Do.
We have to find them?
No, we know where they are, but they're hard to reach. So, wandered into a lake and sank. Do ventured into a dangerous canyon, and T broke down amidst a herd of machines.
Okay. Tell you what. You go to Plainsong, handle all the land gods there. I'll take care of So, T, and Do. I'll need their locations, plus the reboot code.
I'm sending the data to you now. My people made shrines near where each land god... When you see them, you'll know you're... And once again...
We're not gonna let your people starve, so... Well, I should get going. Hopefully I can bring... After that,
We'll be ready.
Hello. Hey. Me again. Was there something else? So do you have everything you need to build the rig and pulse generators? Gaia sent me the schematics. The designs are modest, without the capabilities of Hephaestus, but they should work. Not that it matters without a mega clearance. I'll find it. Just... So have you been upstairs at all? Not really. Varl sometimes comes down here to talk. He keeps asking if I'm okay. I thought he only wanted to know about my productivity, but... it's almost like he actually wants to talk to me. Yeah, I think he does. Have you talked with anyone? I speak with Gaia. She asked me how I'm feeling and my opinion on various topics. I didn't expect that from an AI. That's all thanks to Elizabeth. She believed Gaia had to care, not just follow her programming orders. I know. Independent emotional processing enabled the previous version of Gaia to create you, after all. Yeah. I guess so. So, aside from Varl and Gaia, Zoe told me how you met after your escape from the Hades Proving Lab. I had no idea you were severely injured. If the Zeniths had killed you, life on Earth would be doomed. My escape would have been for nothing. But they didn't kill me. And thanks to Varl and... You said you and Varl... He told me about your tribe, the Nora. I told him if I was born into the tribe, I'd never be able to do the proving. It does require a lot of physical training, but there are plenty of other roles besides being a hunter. I don't think I'd be suited for any of them. Well, I guess it's a good thing you're not a Nora, then. I'll be going. Okay. Bye. Good use of this. This place has seen better days. I don't think I can get past them. Guess I should leave it for now. Ah! There we go. Chill air is prickling my lungs. signal devices. Should be a lens I can grab for Reyna. Got the lens. I can trade it with Reyna the next time I see her. Hector said Porgov's sister should be working around here. I have a feeling she won't be thrilled to hear from her brother. But at least she'll get her lockbox back. Marissa?
Yeah? What's it Oh! The Nora maid. How do you know my name?
I, met your brother Porgov out west. He asked me to give you this.
My ma's lockbox. That miserable chuff stole this from me. By the forge, he broke the lock too!
Actually, that was from a rock breaker.
Oh. So he's dead then?
No. After he saw what was inside, he wanted you to have it.
Oh. Then I guess guilt finally caught up with him. Let's see here. A jewel. Surprised he didn't pocket it for himself. And a letter. It's from my mom. Her last wish was that I make amends with Porgov. That doesn't make sense. Porgov caused her, all the family, so much grief. Always running off to chase easy shards instead of helping Dad at the forge. Why would I want him back in my life?
If Porgov read that letter, then maybe he wants to make amends too. He also asked me to tell you that he remembers the flying keg.
When we were kids, we used to grab a metal panel and slide down this big hill. But one day, Porgov got the idea to use an old keg. He climbed inside and off he went. Only, he didn't stop at the bottom of the hill. That keg kept rolling with Porgov still inside, right off a ledge. You'd think the keg sprouted wings the way it soared. Then splash! Right into the lake. Thought he drowned for sure. But he lugged himself out, onto the shore and shouted, "Again!"
Sounds like a good memory.
Think that might be the only time I can remember us not fighting. Just lying there, by the lake, laughing till it hurt to breathe. When you met my brother, did he look okay?
As well as you can expect for someone out in the middle of the desert. You could see for yourself.
Nah. I mean, I heard some folks are headed out that way, but I don't know. I'll think about it. Thank you for bringing me this. Here, for your troubles.
Thank you. If you decide to go, you'll find your brother at a place called Camp Nowhere.
Of course he'd end up nowhere.
Be welcome, Outlander.
Rude. Easy there, Red.
Why else would one leave the glory of Mainspring? As a
I was here when Rosa told me about her plan. Let's take a look. Climb up to that land god. There, up on that ledge. Some of the vines are gone, but the land god's still trapped. It looks like this one's been here for a while. I won't be able to install the reboot code with these vines in the way. But where there's vines, there's a metal flower. I just have to find it. And the flower's closing up. There we go. Should be able to access that cave now. Treadwing carcass. It must have dropped the flowers and then crashed. Looks like I can climb up the side of the cliff. Might help me get to that metal flower. There, the flower. If I can deactivate it, the land god will be free from the vines. I'll have to find a way out there. That's better. Time to get this code installed. This'll help you get better. One down, two to go. Zoe, you there?
I'm here, Aloy.
Just planted the reboot code on Doe. He was a bit tangled up, but he's better now.
Good to hear. They'll always return to the sacred cave at the end of winter, so so his festival foretold the coming of spring. During those times, I remember to my mother by the hearth, snuggling for warmth, listening to her sing of the
Which is exactly what you're going to give to your people.
I hope so. All right then. I'll head to Plainsong and deliver the code to the land gods there.
The source of that signal must be close. Oh, yeah. I was here before Zoe told me about this place. I guess they were leaving offerings to the land god. It looks like something fried them. Whatever did it might still be around. Bringing that power cell could help. There's the land god. But I'll have to deal with those machines before I install the reboot code. So I hit that with the shock arrow. Think that's all the machines? Time to install this code on that land god. Keep these on me. Stormbird. Must have been what killed those Utaru. code installed on that land god. I should install this code on that land god. Let's try this again. Nice and easy. Another land god dealt with. Hey, Zo?
Aloy, how goes it?
I found T and installed the reboot code.
Fitting then that I feel thankful. T's festival came in winter, when all the grain from the harvest was stored away. It was a season of gratitude, and all the children would receive gifts. The best was my first bow, made of yew, strung by my father.
Well, he definitely taught you how to shoot well.
That he did.
There's one more thing. I found 2 of your people. Stormbird got them. But I took it down.
Oh. I'll make sure someone retrieves their seed pouches, so they may return to the land.
How are things on your end?
Getting there. A few land gods to visit still.
Okay. I'll call you when I'm done with the last one.
Thank you, Aloy.
Time to ride! Been here before. But now I know what this place means to the Utaru. I think the land god is underneath that rubble. I think the land god is underneath that rubble. It knows I'm down here. That's the last land god. Zoe, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Aloy.
Had to swim a bit, but I gave the reboot code to So.
Ah, good. We used to celebrate So in the fall, at the beginning of the harvest, with wine made from elderflowers. When I was 12, I got tipsy on it and kissed a boy in the sage garden.
How'd that go?
He was so surprised he nearly fell into the mulch. It would be good to see So again. Plowing the fields in the afternoon sun. When you can, meet me at Plainsong and we'll send out the reboot signal. I've delivered the code to all the land gods, save one. Only La is left. I'm here with her, just east of the main village.
Okay. I'll get there as soon as I can. Not my first choice. The source of that signal must be close. Gotta repair the data I have on plow horns before I can override them.
Should we stop
Aloy,
her?
you made it. All of the land gods have been updated. Now to send out the reboot signal.
What does this mean?
A new beginning. Gaia told me this would happen. To all of them. Do, T, So, and the rest. She called it a reboot sequence. But I didn't think it would be so beautiful. Soon the land gods will return to tilling the soil as they once did.
Zoe, the chorus wants a word.
Of course they do.
Do you want me to come?
No need. I'll just tell them that our lands will soon bloom again. Who are they to argue? Find me later, and I'll tell you how it went.
Good luck.
Sunshine upon you.
The Zenith Research Lab's right up that cliff. Kotallo said that's where we'll find the parts to build him a new arm. I should let him know I'm here. Hey, Kotallo? I'm at the Zenith Lab. Ready to come over?
I'm on my way. Aloy, I appreciate you meeting me here.
I'm happy to help. Did Gaia mention where exactly in the Zenith Lab we'd find what you need?
She mentioned the chamber where you found Beta, and the database that lies within. She said it'll help us find the knowledge and components I require to build a new arm.
At least we know where to look. We will have to be quick about it, in case the Zeniths are watching.
Understood.
The lab's up this way. You okay?
I got this.
Machines. They're scrapping the Spectres for parts.
Should we dispose of them?
Or we can sneak past them.
Your choice.
Doesn't look like plasma will do much damage.
Flipped it! Good!
I guess Hephaestus was busy making hunter-killers.
Battery it is.
This thing's vulnerable to frost! Come on!
Entrance to the lab is by that tunnel.
Let us seek the
Come on. I can grab this from my stash later.
The enemy did this?
Hard to believe. But yeah.
Enemies up ahead.
We better get a move on. The room we found Beta in is up ahead.
Lead the way. Is that it down there?
Yep, we better make our way down there. We're here. Now we just need to find a way to access the database Guy was talking about.
You see something? Varl mentioned you found Beta in one of those pods. I would hate to be locked up inside such a thing. Barely room to breathe.
I think I found what we're looking for.
Let's hope it holds the answers we seek.
I'll download the database to your Focus, so you can search through it later.
What about the components?
They should be somewhere on the... Spectres!
Let's taste that respect! Watch it! The wounded beast only fights harder! We'll have to finish them! fight Outlander! Still going! Keep it up! Careful! It's dangerous even with missing parts! I will die, Marshal!
The Zeniths might send reinforcements. We need to finish up and get out of here. The components should be somewhere on the second floor.
I'm right behind you.
We need to search the entire floor.
I'll keep a lookout. Don't want any more surprises.
Good idea. A vent. Might be a way out of this room. Components have to be here somewhere. I should go back and give these to Kotallo.
You found the components?
See for yourself.
You have my thanks, Aloy.
Something wrong?
I was just thinking about what it will be like after I build the arm. Will I feel different? Whole again? Idle thoughts. They can wait until we're back at base.
You go on ahead. I might want to take one more look around, in case there's anything useful.
Very well. I look forward to putting what we found to good use. Walk with the 10.
I see you, champion. Sit, please. A squad of young ones recently returned to Scalding Spear, our main settlement just west of here. Apparently they lost a soldier to machines during a training mission in No Man's Land. Just goes to show that the wilds can be just as dangerous to the east as they are here. Be careful out there.
Will do. Feeling it might be Sikora's squad. I should check up on her when I can.
You're back. Good. For helping me heal the land gods. Plainsong is in your debt.
Thank you, Zoe.
You deserve much more for all you've done. May the land always bloom in your steps.
And yours? How'd it go with the chorus after we fixed the land gods?
They were shocked when I told them that our lands would soon be on the mend. I thought Fane's eyes would pop out of his... But of course they had no choice but to take it as good, even if it meant all their preaching about meekly accepting our doom was exposed as rot. To be honest, I found the conversation to be highly enjoyable.
I'm glad. You deserve it. They're lucky. I have to go.
Stay safe.
Yes?
How's it going with the arm?
It is nearly complete, but I'm still adjusting the fittings. Soon, I must test it.
Looking forward to it. You probably want...
Be safe.
Place looks nice with some paint in it.
And dirt. Don't forget all that dirt we had to bring in. I think it looks nice.
Snow falling. Well, matter of time.
Sit with me, Outlander. I've got some... Be careful if you're traveling southwest, champion. Rebels have set up camp in the hills. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to dig your grave.
Thanks for the warning. Sounds like the Danath could use a hand dealing with these rebels.
You shouldn't miss this chance to trade.
Aloy, wasn't expecting to see you in Scalding Spear. Have you been to Plainsong? Did you see Corey?
I haven't had the chance.
Oh.
At the ready, soldiers.
What's going on?
My squad's being sent on patrol northwest of here. I won't be able to see Corey for a long time. I wonder if you could let him know. I don't want him to think I've abandoned him.
We are moving out.
Please.
If I find my way to Plainsong, I'll let him know.
Sakura, I will leave your scab ass behind.
Thank you, Aloy.
Zoe, are you there? I'm in Plainsong and it's amazing. It's just like you said, the fields are back in bloom.
And we have you to thank for it. If you hadn't come along, the Utaru would still be starving, under siege by machines.
I'm just glad it worked out.
Yes. First Plainsong, next, the world.
On what to do with the sacred trail?
Walking fields of plenty, my friend.
But not right. So I heard.
Aloy, I hear you've been making quite the impression on the clan lands. Forcing the Commander Tekotteh out of hiding. Defending the Grove from Regalla.
I didn't do it alone.
The humble words of a true warrior.
Your sister sent me. Her squad's been assigned further west, so she won't be able to come see you, Corey. She wanted to make sure you knew.
That sounds like my sister.
Is something wrong?
No. Yes. There's this song I want to play, one of my own making, but it's hopeless. I'm just never going to get the sound right.
What makes you say that?
Back in the Clanlands, the Sky Clan built instruments that cast sound to sky and across the mountains. They use long-leg throats to make them bellow with the sound of metal. It's how they communicate between villages. Combining that sound with the Utarus would create a melody unlike anyone's ever heard before. But I won't be hunting for any longlegs anytime soon.
For now, you should try the Metal Weaver again. They might have some new piece you can use.
Right.
This song means a lot to him, doesn't it?
It does, which is why I'm getting him that machine part. It'll be a surprise. The Utaru say that's the best way to receive a gift.
Is there a long leg around here?
As it happens, one has been troubling some villages southwest of here. You be doing me and Plainsong a favor by getting rid of it. Interested?
Maybe. I didn't think the Tenakth cared much about—
When I first moved here, I remember some days, but I came to embrace the life. I don't see why I can't help Corey.
He's lucky to have— Tell me more about this—
It's a particularly nasty one. Look tainted like the lands around here used to. It protects a group of machines that overran a small outpost south. Its call is easy enough to track, but if it spots us, it'll call reinforcements faster than you can take it out with the rest of those machines, though. Plainsong has one less problem to deal with, and Corey gets to play his victory for all.
If I make my way down there—
I appreciate that. I'll help.
First you saved me, then the whole tribe. Can't thank you enough, Aloy.
Sunshine upon you. May the land bloom in your steps, Outlander.
Good. Glide in.